Well, let's talk about what the next step is because, my friends, if you thought Elon Musk was going to save you, I'm sorry. We may have won a battle. I tell you, this moment is like the battle for Helm's Deep.
Oh boy.
And we made one last ride. And then up in the break of dawn, we saw Elon Musk, the White Wizard, coming to our rescue. But the war's not over. We still have to get the one ring of censorship to Mount Doom. And what's happening now is the Biden administration is calling for Section 230 reform. Obama has called for more regulations on speech. You've got Ed Markey calling for algorithmic justice, he called it. Lawmakers are calling for greater oversight of social media. According to the White House, Biden has long argued that tech platforms must be held accountable. When they lose in the private sector, where they've controlled the narrative for so long, they are falling back to the public sector, and they're going to try to use government as their cudgel to beat people down and maintain that narrative. So, battle may be won, but we must get the ring of censorship to Mount Doom.
Yeah, so when Biden says they need to be held accountable for the harms they caused, do you think he might be referring to the fact that they suppressed a true story about his son, which in part contributed to him being elected as president of the United States?
Yeah.
Well, they're
definitely.
losing that power. Elon Musk publicly comes
Yeah.
out and says they should not have done that, and Joe Biden's like, oh, geez, man, how am I going to win in
he's like,
2024?
Come on, man.
Come on, man, I can't win an election without big tech censoring people and shutting down conversations around what my kid does.
Ask Time Magazine.
I can't. What am I going to do?
What's their oversight that they want to create on
There,
this?
it's nebulous.
Oh, jeez.
But they're like, we can't allow disinformation. I don't think they'll win.
Well, but they've already started doing this. Remember, they were telling large social media platforms that they had to censor certain information surrounding COVID-19.
And they did.
Yeah.
And we saw that, wasn't like media companies getting subsidy on like vaccine issues or something like that?
Absolutely right.
When what did we see? The Democratic Party went to Twitter, I think it was, saying certain people should be banned. And it was, we had Tom Fitton just the other day who was talking about that. Right. There was some kind of expose they did where the Democrats were actually sending messages like, hey, get rid of these people.
The coordination between the White House and the tech media companies has been, I think, eye-opening, and it's scary. And the collaboration and the coordination between the two is what McCarthy should investigate if they get the majority. And they're going to need subpoenas, and they're going to need preservation of record requests, and those should go out now. And it's going to be very hard, even if you have an aggressive Republican leadership in the House of Representatives, to get after this, because you're going to face resistance, delays, stalling tactics from the administration and the White House, the executive privilege issues, all of that, and they'll try to run out the clock. But they have to go after it. You have to begin the fight. And just like with putting up your billboard, Tim, you have to fight. You have to let them know there's going to be a cost. You have to give an example to others. Our base needs it, okay? People need the example to stand up and fight and go to meetings and participate in the democracy. And they need to see their leaders standing up.
I don't think Kevin McCarthy is going to do anything.
I don't disagree with you.
Just ran in his parade over here.
Well,
There's hope, but there's also hope that one could get a different leader.
that's what we need. We need a Speaker Trump, maybe.